Good evening, everybody. I decided that I would do a turquoise and silver look today. It was a request, and I'm going to get to everybody's request. I get a lot of them, and I'm trying to work on them. I'm finally completely settled in my home right now, and it's just my husband and I. My cousin going back to Alabama for a little bit, so I'm a tad lonely. But let's go ahead and get started on this look. Let me show you the stuff that I'm going to use. Is that very simple. I only used about 3 colors, and one of those colors happened to be the highlight, so it's not a very difficult look at all. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to use is going to be NYX's Silver Pearl Mania. The second color is going to be number 67 in this particular palette. And the last color, which is the highlight, is White Pearl. So, without further ado, let's get this thing cracking. Now, I'm going to be foiling the pigment. Simply because I think it sticks better and it's just easier to work with. To do that, I'm going to do something very simple. I'm going to take a spoon and my mixing medium, which I made on my own, and put a few little drops in there. Then I'm going to light it and get to work. No, I'm just, just kidding. And from there, I'm going to dip my silver into the pigment. Dip my brush into the pigment and dab. And then I'm going to take my brush and just kind of like dry it out a little on a rag, because you don't want it to be too wet. And then you dip it into your pigment. And I'm going to put it on like that. Kind of like brush it on. And get it in a good shape. Like so. And you kind of want to let that dry a little bit. Now, we're going to let that dry for just a second. Now, if you into silver with a bright color like this, I mean, you could truly blend the edges out and rock on with it. And that's simply how you do just one color looks. You put it on there in the shape you want it, blend it out, and of course you put your highlight and you go from there. Okay, now I'm going to start blending my turquoise into the silver. And to do so, I'm going to start right here. Like that. Okay? And I'm going to take it in circular motions. Mostly across the top. And get it in good. And then just start blending inward. Because we want this to be turquoise all the way over, including into that. Turquoise, teal, whatever you want to call it. Quite simple. Okay. Now, for the bottom. For the bottom, what we're going to do is take a little brush like this, because this is probably going to be 2 parts because I'm actually showing how to foil and all that good stuff. Now what we're going to do for the bottom, so we're going to take our mixing medium again and dip it in there in your brush, damp it off, and I want you to dab it inside the shadow, because this is what we're going to do to go under our bottom with. Okay, and it kind of turns the shadow into a liner. Now with this, when you get to the end, with your shadow and pull it straight out, okay? It's going to give us a nice one. Back to the mixing medium and back to your silver. Like so. Now, you're going to let that dry a little bit. In the meantime, while you're letting that dry, let's go ahead and add our highlight. And to do that, we're going to take the white pearl. And we're going to highlight with that. Okay. And to highlight, it's very simple. I like to deposit the color right there and then bring it out. And then start with that. And I like for my highlight to stand out. You know, I blend it in a little, but I do put a lot on there when I put it on there because I like for it to stand out. And blend it together. Okay. There's your teal and silver eye so far. Don't forget to blend this down here. Just pretty much make them fade into each other. Okay. Now, we are going to line our lash line with this. Okay. Don't mess up your wings, so just pull it gently. I think my baby home. Yeah, y'all hear them keys? Hmm. Yes. Okay. Now I'm about to add these little cheap elf lashes.